You tell yourself you'll write today, but somehow the day slips away. You meant to start, but you forgot. Maybe you got caught up in distractions. Maybe you tell yourself you'll do it later, but later never comes. You want to write, but somehow it keeps getting pushed aside. But here's the truth. It's not because you don't care enough. It's because your brain doesn't recognize writing as something essential. Today, we're going to rewire that. We make writing something that sticks. First, ask yourself these questions. How often do you remember to do things like checking your phone, eating, or watching an episode of a show that you love? What makes those things easier to remember rather than writing? What happens in your body when you try to sit down and write? Do you feel a subtle push to do something else first? Your mind isn't forgetting writing on accident. It's prioritizing other things because writing doesn't yet feel like a natural, automatic action. But we can fix that. Go ahead and close your eyes. Imagine you're looking at a giant puzzle, one that represents your life. You see all the pieces: work, entertainment, responsibilities, habits. But there's an empty space, a missing piece. You reach into your pocket and pull it out. It's writing. You try to fit it into the puzzle, but something feels off. It doesn't click. The shape is distorted, like it doesn't belong. You look closer. The edges of the other pieces have pressed against the empty space, subtly reshaping it, making it seem like writing never belonged there in the first place. But that is just an illusion. The space was always meant for writing. It just needs to be reset. Now take a deep breath. With your exhale, the puzzle shifts. The space realigns, reshaping itself perfectly for writing. Now when you place the piece down, it clicks perfectly, effortlessly. It belongs. Writing belongs. Breathe in. Feel writing becoming a part of your natural rhythm. Breathe out. Let go of the belief that it doesn't fit. Now imagine a row of dominoes. Each one represents an action in your day. Some are small, waking up, grabbing your phone. Some are larger, working, eating, relaxing. But there's a gap in the chain, a missing domino. This is where writing should be. But without it, the chain is incomplete. Now imagine placing the missing domino into the sequence. As soon as you do, something changes. The moment you wake up, the chain starts falling. Action triggered action, momentum building. When it reaches the writing domino, it doesn't pause. It falls just like all the others. It's part of the flow now. Writing is no longer something separate, something you have to force. It's simply the next step. Breathe in. Feel the chain falling naturally. Breathe out. Let writing become effortless. Now picture a small candle flickering in the dark. This candle represents your writing. Some days it burns bright. Other days it's barely there. Now look around. You notice other flames, other candles. They're your habits, your distractions. They're larger, more intense. They pull attention away from your small candle, dimming it further. But here's the secret. The size of the flame isn't the problem. It's the attention you give it. Now take a deep breath. With your inhale, you cup your hands around the small candle. You shield it, protect it, focus on it. With each breath, the flame grows. It strengthens, becoming steady, stable. It no longer flickers. It burns with certainty. From now on, your writing is not a fragile flame. It's a constant light. Breathe in. Focus on the fire growing. Breathe out. Feel writing become strong, consistent. Now that we've made writing part of your rhythm, We need to make sure that we don't fall back into forgetting. The next time your brain says, "I'll write later," say this instead. Writing fits. It belongs. It's part of my day. Then do these 3 things. First, tie writing to another habit. Right after coffee. Right before bed. Anywhere it naturally fits. Next, keep writing visible. A notebook open. An application open on your computer. Make it impossible to ignore. Last, act without debate. The moment you remember writing, start. No second guessing. Every time you do this, writing becomes the obvious next step. Your brain follows the strongest reality it believes in. The more you reinforce this, the more natural it becomes. Each day, visualize the missing puzzle piece clicking into place. See the domino chain falling effortlessly. Tell yourself, writing isn't a struggle. Writing is part of my rhythm. Repeat, I write because it's what I do. I don't have to think about it. Forgetting is already starting to fade. Soon, writing will feel automatic, just as it should. This is your future self calling. All you have to do is pick up